She-Ra, Princess of Power. Now, that was that blog article where Meghan is referring to William and Catherine's wedding, and she refers to the pomp and circumstance of the royal wedding, sort of a bit derisively. And also she says that little girls dream of being a princess like Princess Kate, but she dreams of being a She-Ra, Princess of Power. She also says about Kate that there's endless conversations about Princess Kate. So right away we can see that she's setting herself up to be superior to Kate. She's comparing herself to Kate, and she's saying that she would be a better princess. She would be a better, more modern version of a princess. Now think about this. She hadn't even met Catherine yet. This was back in 2014. And She-Ra, Princess of Power, is a royal rebel princess. But the interesting thing is, this is the first documented comparison between the two women, and Meghan wrote it. Now, Harry and Meghan make a lot of the fact that the media pitted the women against each other and were always comparing them, and that caused the ill feeling. But the first documented comparison on public record is the one written by Meghan. And then you take the things that were said about Catherine in Harry's book. Now, we have to assume that Harry said these things, but in my opinion, there seems to be a sort of tone that comes into it that makes it a very sort of female attitude when he's talking about Catherine, because it's rather bitchy, really. And yeah, I just think that there was an influence there, but that's just conjecture, just my opinion. Particularly in that first dinner party where she's making out that Catherine's very cold and formal because she turned up well dressed, and that she wouldn't do the big huggy welcomes with someone that she didn't overly know. Keep in mind that Meghan was like the fourth girlfriend that had been taken to Botswana. So, you know, Catherine had seen quite a few by that stage. But if I invited someone to dinner and they turned up in a beautiful formal outfit, I would take that as a compliment. I would think that that would mean that they valued my invitation, they thought a lot of me, and they went to the effort to look lovely for my dinner party. I would think that was really nice. But Meghan had on her ripped jeans, and if she recycled the whole outfit, she might have had her boyfriend white shirt on and bare feet. And that's fine, because if you want to look carefree and young and casual at 35, then you could wear an outfit like that. Actually, it's funny. I looked up, there's a fashion dictionary, and the definition of ripped jeans is young, carefree, ready for adventure, and, you know, basically ready for anything that life throws at you. So, you know, if she was wanting that effect to impress Harry, she wore the perfect outfit. But getting on to a more serious note with reviewing all this material, I think the palace has something to fear from She-Ra, Princess of Power. And I think they really need to get onto this. The first concern was in the cut interview where Meghan refers to the fact that forgiveness is so important, I'm paraphrasing, and that to forgive is very hard, but that she's worked very hard to forgive, and that's, you know, a hard task because she really had so much that she could say. You know, there's a lot that she could say. And in other instances on the podcast, she says, oh, there's nothing, you know, stopping me saying anything. If I want to say something, I can say whatever I like. And then there's the revelations that she found her diary back in the UK when they were back for the Jubilee in a drawer. And imagine what's in that. So, yes, I think the palace has something to fear. And I think that they can't underestimate the damage of Harry's book Spare. They can't underestimate the damage of the doco. They can't underestimate the damage of all of it. The Oprah interview. And it has to end at some point. There has to be a way that it's stopped. And the only way you can stop it, I think, is legally and coming to an agreement. I think that they should ask them to go away and think of their figure, of a figure where they will never mention the royal family again in a public forum. And they can go on and have high profile lives doing anything they want, but they must stop talking about the royal family because it is denigrating it, it is undermining the institution, and it's also commercialising it because they're making, let's face it, the only reason they're making money is because Harry is Prince Harry. If he was just Harry, he would be struggling to make $1 from anything he has to say. Let's be real. And Meghan, it was a fading actress at the end of a mini-series and there wasn't anything else on the horizon. Other than the royal connection, how could they possibly make money? And does anyone really think that Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King would give them the time of day if they didn't have a royal connection? I mean, come on. So now they don't have a royal connection. They've left the royal family. They have no part in the future of the institution, absolutely none. They can call their daughter and son Prince and Princess over in the US, but it's ridiculous and irrelevant. And as if, even if they are in the line of succession, how can they come over from America and become the King and Queen of England if anything ever happens, God forbid, to the Cambridges? I mean, come on, it would be the end of the whole thing. It would be over because people just would not accept that in the UK, and who would blame them? So it's over. So they need to put a final legal end to everything. Wish everyone well. By all means, have a private relationship if they wish, but the public relationship has to be confined and ended legally. And look, basically, pay them what they want. Okay, tell me what you think about my solution. Do you think throwing money at it would actually help and that would actually help end all this? Let me know what you think. I'm really interested, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.